to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give out of the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Here's a hit. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Spartans will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On the move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that could run the football, be physical. It all started there.
They'll run this one off right tackle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Russell. The short hands, it's Bray. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out and the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell, had the running back taken care of too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Back open in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, Dave."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Lining up to convert third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
To the ground with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Gonna run it. It's Robinson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Got his man out of the backfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that 1st.
The Sooners are flying down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's a draw. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to...
Turning it on! That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for space. It's Robinson. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Marches ahead. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Collier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's on target and complete. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense when you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds his man. It's Collier. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. they've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They want to run this quarterback. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, that is an incredible catch, and what makes it even so much more impressive is the fact that he's doing it in the elements. Bad weather out here. It'd be hard to catch it with 2 hands. It'd be hard to catch it with your body, with gloves. He stabs it in the air one-handed. His quarterback is going to love that.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's great. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air. It's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing 2 really good defenses go out today.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is. When the defense gets that stop on third down, fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Spartans send out the punt unit. A low line drive and not his best work. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first-half stalemate.
Yeah, we've said offense, but
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
how nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Spartans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fleming. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Moon. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
The Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, there were were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Here's the handoff. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Collier.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. They take the lead with the 6.
Well, it's been a defensive war this entire game. You're wondering who can break through. Give this offense a lot of credit. It has not been easy, but they've been physical. They did a really nice job, I think, with play calling there and setting things up. And finally, someone is able to get on the board.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Under fire.
Makes the grab. It's Wheeler. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll take it in. Wilson. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires one deep down the right side.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. We'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? And when they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Split the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He'll take it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Direct snap. Touchdown, Sparty. And with that, they move out front here in
a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bray. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the amount of mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense might bring the house here. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got it and still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The quarterback will keep it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Sooner offense returns to the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. To the air, it's Russell. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
leaves it with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Coming out with it, it's Brady. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring. There he goes. He has the 1st and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Russell. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they try to go with draw. They didn't catch the defense blitzing, so it wasn't a great look anyway. But up front, they just got beat regardless. And that back, David, had nowhere to go.
He had nowhere to go, but those offensive linemen, you got to set and you got to invite those defensive linemen up the field and kind of push them by. And you could tell they didn't do that. They didn't create any holes. There was really nowhere for him to go. You got to give him that first little hole, and then maybe he can make a move. So the offensive line needs to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.